This of your first chapter from your chemistry textbook, which is a textbook from SINT Textbook Board. And as we have already discussed before, that from Unit 1 till Unit 10 we are going to study in Grade 9. So have a look at the content of Unit 1, that is Introduction to Chemistry. The first question arises in this chapter is that define chemistry and describe its importance. So as you can see, here's a definition which is mentioned, and the definition of chemistry is the branch of science which deals with the study of composition, properties and structure of matter along with chemical changes involved in it, and the laws governing these changes is called chemistry. So first of all, to understand this definition, we must know what is matter. So matter is anything that have mass and occupy space, and the common examples of matter, as you all know, are states of matter, which are solid, liquid and gas. So composition means that how something is made or composed of. Like for example, if you're going to make something, what are the main ingredients are required to make that specific thing. Like for example, if you're going to make a sugar syrup, then you need sugar and water for it. So the composition of sugar syrup is sugar and water, and what can be the properties of that kind of syrup or any other thing that you are like preparing or composing. It can be sweet in taste, it can be sour in taste, and how it looks like, what is the structure of that thing. So these all things we study in our chemistry field, and along with the chemical changes, and also we study about the laws that actually govern these changes. So this all make up chemistry. Basically, matter is the most important thing, because we are going to study about matter. We are going to study the composition of matter, we are going to study properties of matter, we are going to study about the structure of matter, and also the changes that are involved. Now have a look at importance of chemistry. So chemistry enables us to design all sorts of materials, like drugs to fight a disease, pesticides to protect our health and crops, fertilizers to grow our crops for abundant food, fuels for transportation, fibers to provide comfort, variety in clothes, and a lot of other things. Chemistry also helps us to understand the nature of our environment and about ourselves. The theories of chemistry help us to understand the material world from tiny atom to giant galaxies. So basically, these all are the importance of chemistry, the role of chemistry basically. So chemistry plays a very important role in our life. The medicines that we use to treat our diseases, basically these are drugs. These are actually provided by the chemistry thing. Pesticides that we use to protect, or our farmers used to protect, to like protect their crops. This is also included in the importance of chemistry. Fertilizers, the same thing, to grow for crops, like pesticides to protect crops. The same way, fertilizers also provided to grow the crops for abundant food, so that the quantity of food must be good and of good quality. Fuel that we use for our like transportation is also enable us to design our life easy. Fibers to provide comfort, variety in clothes, and a lot of other things that we use in our life Chemistry also helps to understand the nature of our environment and about ourselves as well. The system, the body system, the mechanism, or the other chemical things that going inside our body. By the help of chemistry, we are able to understand all these things, and also the theories of chemistry, which are actually you will study in your further chapters. These actually help us to understand this material world, from tiny atom to giant galaxies. Like, as we have already discussed about the structure of atom, how a matter is created, and what kind of matter is, and how atom having a structure of including nucleus, inside which proton and neutron are found, and around the nucleus there are orbits in which electron basically rotates. So this all information is provided by the field of chemistry. I hope that now it's clear to all of you that chemistry actually relates with the composition and structure and properties of matter, and also the changes. So what kind of changes we are going to observe, like physical changes and also chemical changes. Chemistry is everywhere in our surrounding. We observe so many changes, like a very common change. If you are going to have a pencil and break it into two pieces, this breaking is actually a physical change. Why? Because the object remains same, but there is a difference in its state. Now, for example, if you are having a butter, and if you are going to keep it at room temperature, or if it is so much hot outside, the surrounding is having so much high temperature, then the butter will be in a melted state. So these all are considered as physical change. But if we are going to talk about chemical change, the object actually is going to have a new property. If we are going to burn the wood, then we are going to have ash. It's a new product. If you are going to take flour, sugar, cocoa powder, and you are going to mix all of these ingredients, what you're going to get eventually? A cake, a delicious cake. So cake is a new product. The same way, if you're going to take eggs and you're going to fry it, it is a new product. It is going to change. If we are going to talk in terms of chemistry, an advanced reaction, then have a look at this screen. Well, as you can see on your screen, there is a reaction that is neutralization reaction, in which what we do, we actually mix acid and base all together, and as a result of which we get a new product, that is salt and water. So basically it is a chemical reaction, and what we are going to do, we are going to take an acid. The acid is HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, and the base is NaOH, sodium hydroxide. And when we are going to take these two together, they are going to do reaction, and as a result of that reaction, we are going to get a new product, and the product is sodium chloride, that is NaCl, and H2O is the formula of water. Eventually what happened, it actually destroyed the properties of both, of which both reactants, HCl and NaOH. Now your home task is to find out or identify chemical changes or either physical changes. You just have to identify where chemistry is involved in your surrounding. A very common example, like photosynthesis, it is actually representing all these changes that we study. So now it's your home task to identify the things in which you see chemistry in your surrounding, and do tell me after watching this video. Thank you.